is with great pride and hopeful expectation that I request your acceptance of this letter as an official nomination of Agustin Guido III, BSN RN, for the 2022 NADONA Nurse Leader of the Year Award. As a licensed nursing home administrator since 1996, Gus has been the most conscientious and knowledgeable DON that I have ever had the privilege to work with. Many of my employees have often heard me say that working with Gus is like Christmas every day. Gus brings a magical touch to our home. He expects hard work and dedication while performing his functions as DON in an instructive, educational, calm, and patient manner. He cares about the staff as much as he does about the residents. Gus figured out long ago that treating his staff with respect and the human touch resonates back in the care that they provide to our residents. I first came to know Gus when he was a staff educator at a sister facility within the large hospital system for which we both previously worked. In 2017, Gus assumed the position of interim director of nursing at my facility when a vacancy arose. It was then that I got to know Gus better and see his skills in action firsthand. He very quickly implemented monitoring and tracking systems and restructured many paperwork processes as we were still on a paper charting system. Staff quickly responded to his kind and respectful ways, yet firm expectations for excellence in the 120-bed specialty care facility that we operated. Our facility provided specialized brain injury care as well as care for ventilator-dependent residents. Additionally, we also served subacute residents as well as long-term care residents. As part of a large hospital system, our facility was required to admit the most complex patients that could not be discharged to external post-acute care facilities. Gus would often need to in-service staff and write policies very quickly to accommodate new admissions, needing procedures with which the staff was unfamiliar. His ability to quickly learn new concepts and impart that knowledge to the staff in various formats allowed us to become a highly reliable organization with an excellent patient safety record. We quickly achieved a 5-star rating due to Gus's leadership and clinical acumen. In addition to all these responsibilities, Gus also managed to find the time to volunteer at health system community events, where we provided free screening and health education services to the community, as well as our local senior center on a regular basis. Gus returned to his position as staff educator once I filled the director of nursing position. Very shortly thereafter, I realized that the new DON was not the right fit and was failing miserably. We were under state survey, and Gus quickly returned and saved the day. We achieved a deficiency-free survey that year, and it was then that Gus realized his true calling as a director of nursing in the most complex facility in the state of New Jersey. Then 2020 came, and so did the challenge of COVID-19. Gus implemented strict infection control protocols at the outset regarding testing, cohorting, and staff procedures. He set up disinfection stations that we referred to as foot baths, where staff would disinfect their shoes prior to leaving the COVID unit. He also set up a PPE room where staff would don and doff required protective wear so as not to impact the other units. Due to the fastidious measures put into place by Gus, we did not have any COVID-19 fatalities at our facility. In 2020, I decided it was time for a change from running a facility that was corporately owned to a standalone facility run by a fraternal organization. I knew that this facility was a hidden gem with untapped potential. Gus and I went together as a team to transform the 63-year-old home to a high-performing healthcare facility. This move to the New Jersey Eastern Star home occurred while the pandemic was still going strong in the surrounding communities. Talk about a challenge. We weathered through the second wave of COVID-19 again with no facility-acquired mortalities. On December 3rd of 2020, the Department of Health conducted a one-day infection control inspection that resulted in a deficiency-free rating. Gus's next challenge was to implement the clinical portion of the electronic medical record, revamp the orientation process, fill vacancies in his department, and undergo our annual state survey. All these goals were accomplished, with the state survey resulting in a deficiency-free inspection, the first in the history of the New Jersey Eastern Star home. Since April 23rd of 2021, when the team exited, the staff morale has escalated substantially. Employees who had previously not known their true potential are suddenly so proud to be part of a high-performing team under Gus's leadership. This past year, as the pandemic relentlessly continued, Gus kept our residents, staff, and visitors as safe as possible by continuously adjusting our outbreak response plan for optimal outcomes. As if all of these responsibilities were not enough to fill every waking hour, Gus managed to find the time to become an active board member of the New Jersey NADONA chapter and publish his first article in the organization's professional newsletter. Gus always seems to make time to meet the many demands and professional responsibilities placed upon him, all with a positive demeanor and compassionate and humble spirit. For the reasons above, I am requesting that you honor Gus Guido with the Nurse Leader of the Year Award. He embodies professionalism, clinical competence, compassion, community service, transformational leadership, and the continuous attainment of knowledge that sets him apart from other directors of nursing. Respectfully submitted, Dr. Dawn Giakis, Administrator, New Jersey Eastern Star Home.